when it comes to 3D, there's all different kinds of things. There's movies, there's sporting events, and a guy that has his hand in all that is Sandy Kleiman, the president of 3ality Digital. Let me get all that out in Burbank. You guys are involved in pretty much all these different aspects of TV, from television to music events to sporting events.
Well, 3ality Digital was formed 4 years ago by acquiring two companies that each were over 10 years old that were working in the 3D space. And basically, our goal was to build technologies that, instead of having to hire slow, mechanical, imprecise production crews for 3D, we build systems that are software-based, coupled with the hardware, with the camera robots that allow two cameras to work together. But it's the 200 man-years of software that auto-corrects everything coming out of the camera, so that what we shoot or what others shoot with our systems is perfect, enjoyable 3D, which is what you need to move the business forward. And while we love movies, we made the first digital live action 3D movie, U2 3D, shot in 3D in South America. The big business was to allow the TV business, the production crews that service the tens of thousands or more, hundreds of thousands of hours of TV produced around the world, round the clock, on a 2D schedule. It's to make our technology seamless, so that anyone who shot 2D can seamlessly, effortlessly, intuitively move into 3D on a 2D schedule, and we are ruthlessly reducing costs to bring the costs down as close to 2D as we possibly can.
And I saw on the website technology going into cable top boxes and stuff like that, because when it comes to technology, you have technology for the cameras in order to be able to shoot the 3D, then how is it going to air on the television, how is it going to go through a cable box? Your software specifically is going in which of these areas?
Well, you know, HD, the move from SD to HD was trivial compared to the move from HD to 3D HD. And you have, you know, we are a company that's basically focused on complex geometry. It's not just vertical alignment, it's coloration, lighting. There are dozens of depth cues that have to be right for the eyes. One image going in the left eye, one image going in the right eye, and your brain processing it for it to be perfect 3D. So the technology we developed for image capture are 3Flex systems, which are our end-to-end camera systems. We are extending that technology into the set-top box, into consumer electronics products, because you need personalization, optimization. You need the home experience to be tuned, because not everybody sees 3D the same way, and everything has to be perfectly aligned, or you're going to have a really uncomfortable experience. Our goal is to give the tools not just to the people who are in production, but extending that to the people who are in the home and other forms of exhibition, handheld, so that you can resize, recalibrate, and make 3D comfortable for any audience watching on any device.
And most likely it's going to be the professional that's looking at your guys' software, as opposed to consumer. They're not going to see it. They'll probably see it through the other end once the professional picks it up and is using it in their systems.
Well, you know, there's a huge business in home 3D right now, and the hobbyist side of 3D has existed for as long as 3D has existed, almost 100 years. But now I think companies, Sony, Panasonic, all of the display manufacturers, all of the smartphone makers that are seeing 10 megabits of information, you know, downloaded. We are moving to a world where the prosumer and the consumer will converge, and you're going to need the kind of invention that we do and others do to make 3D a standard on any form of display.
So if you want to see 3D right, you have to think 3ality Digital.
And we desperately need the help of Time Warner Cable, because without companies like Time Warner Cable bringing 3D to their customers, we're going to have a harder time reaching them. The initiatives that you are taking have been tremendously helpful.
From the 3D Entertainment Summit, for Time Warner Cable, I'm Noah Park.